Hey, Louisiana repair guy, what's up, buddy? Oh, yeah, there's the star of this show being camera shy for now. Yeah, I've wanted one since I was probably 14. A friend of mine had one. We moved a lot, so lugging around a big fish tank is not very feasible when you're moving a lot. So, fucking off, Carly. Just fucking off. There's everyone's boy. Everyone I see says, "Hi, Mike." How's Pigpen? Like, hi, but how the fuck's the fish? We had some neighbor had some creeping fucking vine plant that basically choked out half of our fucking lilac, and he cut that shit all back early this spring, so I let the rest of it die off and then cut out what was stuck in our side, took out the rotted parts of the lilac. Luckily, or hopefully rather, it comes back and fills back in. It's like half of the fucking lilac bush was choked out. But spent an afternoon ripping the shit out of that, trimming up the lilac a little bit, and cleaning up the mess I made. But hi Raven Goddess. Um, it's of course in the furthest corner of the yard from the brush pile in the woods, so it took longer to drag it than it did to pile it all up. Alright, good. If you want to be uncooperative, I'll move the camera. But every time I've gone to go live, someone else that I watch is live, so I just say, fuck it, it's easier to go there. But I looked for about 20 minutes and no one I know is live, so. Oh, yes, he's eaten plenty today. He's probably going to want more soon, but that's besides the point. He definitely gets his snacks. I did stop by the PetSmart and Petco the other day looking for the frozen shit I give them. They got something different. It doesn't look the same, but I'm going to try it, I think. I'll probably grab them some night crawlers too when I get outside with the shovel. Or I'll grab a container of them at Walmart at the in sporting goods. They have a cooler full of bait. Well, different worms anyway. You get them a bunch of night crawlers. It's like $4. Yo, Rocky, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday, bro. Can't use that. Yeah, okay, you better get him, fucker. We just gave him a couple more. Well, we just want to chew it up and spit it out. Goddamn. Motherfucker, that. Yo, Matthew, what's up, buddy? Let me give your second channel a wrench in here. How's your day, Matthew? Yo, what's up, Whimsy? No, no. That was just some pellets I gave him. Come on, motherfucker. Well, that kind of sucks. I got a dirty screen or something, or lens. No. Yeah, I haven't tried them on live fish or any of that shit yet. He's gotten a little bit picky. He won't eat frozen fish or shrimp or scallops or any of that shit anymore. I was switching off. Now it's mealworms or pellets. He doesn't really like the other shit. I don't know why. He used to tear up fucking fish fillets or shrimp. I have been playing with the idea of maybe breeding some guppies or something, but my luck, he won't fucking eat a fish, and I'll end up having 2 tanks full of guppies. One with a big fucking Oscar in it. But I think he would probably eat whatever little live fish he could. Uh, but yeah, I haven't gotten any guppies to start breeding them. I don't really trust the ones directly from the pet store. But he'll taste just about anything that goes in the water that looks like he could swallow it. Yeah, live bears are a little bit sketchy. You give them perfect conditions, and next thing you know, you got 1,000 fucking guppies or flatties or whatever in there. Yeah, that would be cool, Matthew. Yo, Dave, what's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, Dave's cool, Matthew. He does music and a chat. It's always usually fun over there. If you didn't know Dave before. Oh, fuck, man. I almost fell asleep. Yeah, yeah, I had a turtle in a kiddie pool. My buddy gave him to my kid when my kid was like 2. And he gave him, it came in like a 30 or 40 gallon aquarium, which wasn't big enough for this. It was like a 10 or 11 inch long yellow bellied slider. So I made him a pool outside. I made him a basking platform where he could get out of the water and just use the 30 gallons for swimming. Um, After about a month outside, like he started looking better. He was a lot more snappy, probably because of all the sun. But he was gone one morning when I went out to feed him. And there was no spot he could have slipped out of the fence, so I think a raccoon got him. I didn't secure it quite good enough to keep the raccoons out indefinitely, so I think one got him. We definitely have a healthy raccoon population in the neighborhood. But I got like a 70 gallon food safe tub. I was thinking about maybe breeding minnows in it in the backyard because they like outdoor temperatures. I got a nice shady spot. It gets maybe 4 hours of sun a day. I could bury it in the ground, hook up a homemade filter to it, and breed guppies. Uh, Cheaper probably than the minnows or anything else. Plus, I could do it right outside. And if I bury it and put a fucking pond heater in there, I could keep them right outside all winter. Keep the top from freezing. Natasha, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'll get him in frame here. He's being a little bit particular. I was talking on a video call the other day, and I had the phone leaning up against the aquarium like I do now, and he he kept swimming up like he was on camera. I'm like, bro, it's not even on you. Yeah, yeah, coyotes are just as fucking adaptable as raccoons too. Yeah, he knows he's a good-looking fucker too, I think. Hi, Queen. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, he doesn't damage too much. I kind of made it so there wasn't a lot he could fuck up. Uh, he has dug a little bit of a trench over here. I just filled it back in. Um, and he'll have a little depression there once in a while. Uh, that Anubias plant is attached with a zip tie to a fucking artificial plant weight. I had fake plants in the 20 gallon at first, and I didn't like them, so uh, I got real ones. And he likes to tear shit up. I was gonna attach them to something, so I kind of just moved them around and pinched them between a couple rocks before I decided what to attach them to, and he would just move them and tear them up. So I attached him to plant weights so he can move them. There's two of them. The one he broke, pulled it right out. So I chopped off the dead part, put what was left just floating around, and he kept tearing that out. So I moved it. But yeah, he doesn't. Well, he'll rip up the roots of the house plants and shit like that. Pull those leaves down in. Those were not in there yesterday, but I don't think they're harmful to them, but I don't like them in the tank rotting and just dirtying the water. So when I see them, I got to dig them out of there. But yeah, he is fairly good. Most people I know wouldn't leave the top open. I might try putting a couple more potting fucking or pots of plants in there and drape them over the front like this just for a little uh peace of mind. Yeah, and he's only going to get bigger, Jasper. He's only a year old. They can live 20 years. Yeah, Natasha, whenever someone sees me in another chat, they're like, "Hi, Mike. How's Pigpen doing? We miss Pigpen." I may have created a bit of a monster, but that's cool. Everybody saw him go from a little 1.5 inch long fish to he's almost 12 inches now. If I could get him to hold still, I could get a measurement. But whenever I get a ruler or tape measure up there, he just turns and looks at it. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, there he is. He's coming in and out, being a little diva. No, but East Coast Ghost kept telling me I should get some. I had 3 Raphael catfish in here. One of them died last week. Looked like it might have been compact. I didn't cut it open to see, but I got 2 Raphael catfish. This guy here thinks he's hiding. They usually stay under the rocks. I'm pretty sure that's the bigger one. He's about 6.5 inches long. I don't know if we could get over, see his head. I got the first fish tank like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, I had goldfish when I was a kid. When my kid was little, we got him a little 10-gallon and set it up, and then he won some fucking fish at the fair, and we brought him home, and them fucking fish lived like 11 or 12 years. And before I got into fish tanks, a friend of mine offered me a 150-gallon tank with the stand and a big-ass canister filter, and I didn't have fish, and I had the snakes, and 150 that deep would be too big for my snakes. So I'm like, hey, give it to me. I'll give it to my kid, and I'll take the 40-gallon tank that his fish is in, and I can put the snake in a bigger tank. And that's what I did, and then they got rid of the tank for like $200 after the fish did end up eventually dying. But I wished I would have fucking got that deal now. It wasn't the 6 foot by 2 foot 150, it was the deeper one, so it was like 5 foot by 2 foot by almost 3 foot 3 foot deep. Yeah, I didn't really name the catfish. They were just like the cleanup crew. But yeah, I don't know. They're starting to come out and show their ass a little bit more. Yeah, it's hit or miss on my end. 7. You could get them and have them last a month. I never had them last more than a year myself. from the fair. But yeah, he lost one. We got two batches actually, uh, and he only lost one between the two batches. It was the cooler looking one. He was a kind of bronze colored catfish. He wasn't orange, but he wasn't brown either, or black. He was kind of like a shiny, like a metallic brown color. He's really fucking cool. Uh, but yeah, that's the one that fucking died. But all the rest of them, man, the biggest one was a solid white. Uh, that thing had to be 14 inches when it did finally croak. Oh yeah, bro. There was where I went to high school. About 2 miles down the road from the high school was there's a man-made pond out in front of a development, but it was kind of off to the side. It wasn't like a showpiece type pond. There was a big water hookup. Natasha, he's just over a year old, and it was for filling up fire trucks for fire calls, but they kept pond koi in there, and they had some almost 3 foot fucking koi in that pond. I don't know how long they were in there, but they were in there eating out whatever vegetation was growing in there. I think they survived mainly on whatever went in the water from them cutting the grass around the pond, because there didn't look like there was anything growing in that fucking pond. But they had big koi in there. Or not koi, they looked like koi, some of them, but they were just big carp, pond carp. And this is like a 50 foot by 30 foot, maybe a 5 foot deep pond. There's probably 100 of them fuckers in there. Yeah, I actually had to double check on YouTube how old he was, because I know I made a video the first day I got him, uh, so I could estimate pretty good. But yeah, he's like 13 months now and a little bit. Come on. You been behaving yourself, Jasper? Or is it still too early? Just getting into the rhythm? We'll be here, Queen. Yeah, she's a sweetheart, Matthew. I've known her for quite a few years now. Oh, now you want the mealworm. out again. What a dick. What a dick. That's my boy. Yeah, she had to step away. She'll be back. Yo, Don, what's up, brother? Look at the ass of a fish. I think that's just her backup account, too. Yeah, everybody's been telling me they miss Pigpen, so say hi, Mike. How's Pigpen? We miss him. Not like, how have you been? You didn't fall down the stairs or shit your pants or nothing, did you? Good. Gonna ambush motherfuckers when they least expect it. Hide out, jump up like a jack in the box. Didn't fucking quite turn enough, bastard. Fucking, they're not as hard as people make them out to be, Jasmine. Yeah, those are cool. I think those get big enough I could get one and raise it up and put it in with him as just more, to create more movement in the tank. But I think they like to be in a little group. Yeah, I don't want to go saltwater. That's as complicated as they make it seem. I mean, once you have it down, it's like, second fucking, nature to just go and do it. But yeah, that's a lot of equipment too. But seahorses are awesome. I've been looking at like smaller predator fish. There's something called an African bushfish or a leopard bushfish that looks a lot like an Oscar, but it only gets about 6 or 7 inches long, and they're a voracious little bastard. Or they're exodon tetras. They're like miniature piranhas. Yeah, I had 2, so, and I don't think they were quite mean enough to the other fish. They always laid eggs and never hatched any. Alright, behave yourself, Jasper. But yeah, both of mine died. So I'm thinking about consolidating the fish from the 40, or at least most of them, down into the 70 in the living room. And Just leaving the coolie loaches and the frogs and the plecos in the 40, and maybe get something else to put in there, some smaller kind of cichlid or uh, something. I don't know if I want to raise up another angelfish right now. I think maybe the fucking blue gourami downstairs might have harassed both of them. But I'll put another one in there. And then the tetras and the cories. But I don't think the two species of pleco would get along. And these guys are a lot smaller than the bristlenose downstairs. Yo, TK, how are you, buddy? This is my fish, Pigpen, the one that's more popular and famous than me. But thank you for stopping in. I like seeing you here. It's cool. Moderator. And this is his house. All the plants growing in it help me keep water clean in between when I have to clean it. And I made the filter all myself. Just had to buy some pumps. That's one of the catfish that I try to keep up behind him with his mess, because he is a messy eater. That's why he's called Pigpen. Hi Trisha, thanks for stopping in, sweetie. It's good to see you. Where's he at again? And that's him, Pigpen, the star of the show. Yeah, I figured I'd better get on here today or soon, Trisha. Everybody's been asking about him. Yeah, I think he does too. Yeah, there he is, Wingstar. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. Yeah, big fin. Yeah, always. He definitely has the color scheme. Yeah, I saw that, TK. It's awesome that there's such big slot car places still. Can you see yourself over there? Yeah, I gotta figure a way to attach a camera, Natasha. I would just do a 24-hour Pigpen stream. Yeah, feel free to promote your channel, TK. TK does videos of the cool things he does and places he goes. He did slot car racing today at this big ass awesome indoor facility. And he did bowling the other day, Taco Bell. He makes good videos. If you want to check him out, you should check him out. He's got a contagious smile. Fuck up, Michael. Is everybody having a good day today? Mine wasn't bad till I had to go out in public. There's an inordinate amount of idiot drivers where I live. The fuck was that? Oh, check. Now you're gonna stay over there, dude. See, I do think he likes to fuck with me. He knows the public wants to see him, and he's making me fucking work for it. Yep. Yep. Motherfucker. The actor doesn't direct, Pigpen. The actor doesn't fucking direct. He don't give two shits. Leaves. What's interesting over there? bite the air stone. Is that what you were trying to do? Go after the air stone? Oh, God damn you. Yeah, some places aren't very conducive to filming. Yeah, Matthew, he knows that people want to see him, so I want to try to keep him in frame, and then let's see, he'll do that. Just poke his head out, and then creep out, and then he'll move. Yeah, he knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's like stupid human. You will do what I want because the people love me. He's like, come this way, fucker. Bring your camera. We're going over here. Second, this is the bedroom. You know where the magic happens. All by yourself. Sound like Jasper now, Pigpen. Oh, look at him. Now he's pissed. I said he was like Jasper. He's not going to fucking move at all. It was a joke, dude. Calm down. Look at your fins in a twist, bro. Yeah, I was only fucking with you. Calm down. You dramatic bastard. Larry, what are you doing? Getting a drink out of the 40? Huh? You getting a drink, cat? What's up, Larry? What's up, you old orange cat? Thought you were gonna get a drink, dude. You are a needy bastard, Larry. Don't eyeball me, cat. I gave you love. Don't be trying to jump on my shoulder either. That will suck. What the fuck are you doing? Backing up in between the two pumps? Larry, where are you going? Oh, you're going on the bed to fuck with me from that side. You're getting pissy? Yeah. You colored down, acting like a dick. Colored back up. I think he's still mad. I said he's acting like Jasper. Larry, calm down, bro. Okay. This is Larry. Larry's being a dick right now. He wants love. No matter how much you give him, he wants more love. Oh, I thought he was just coming over to get a drink out of the 40-gallon tank, but no. Am I gonna bite me, dude? Yeah, he moved in with us, Natasha. We didn't go pick him out or nothing. He came up on the porch one night. I was smoking outside, and he's the only cat around. I thought he was just another feral cat. The next door neighbor lady, the old lady, kept feeding all the feral cats. There's like 30 or 40 of them running around. When I first moved in here, at least 10 years ago, he came up on the porch. I was petting him, hanging out with him. Uh, he walked to the far end of my porch and sat down on the corner of the railing. So I turned around, went back in the house. Well, he came running over and followed me in the house. I didn't know it until I got into the living room, walked all the way down the hallway about 20 feet. Got into the living room, and everybody's looking at me, and they go, "Where'd the cat come from?" I'm like, "What cat?" And then I feel him brush against my leg, and he's been here ever since. But I think someone dropped him off. But it started getting cold. He's like, "Fuck that, these guys are gonna let me in the house." I didn't let him in on purpose, but he's here still. He was an adult when he came here too, so I have no fucking idea how old he is. I would say at least 11 or 12. But yeah, the kids, my stepsons fell in love with him. My girl is a dog and cat person, and our dogs didn't fuck with cats, so I'm not the biggest cat fan, but Larry is definitely a cool cat. He doesn't eat the plants, he doesn't get on the tables. The coffee table, the kitchen table, the counters. Um, don't pee anywhere in the house. Don't poop anywhere in the house other than the litter box if he uses that. But he's fixed. He likes to go outside. He had gotten into a few scrapes, so he's got one crooked ear now, but he's had a few fights with the feral cats that were outside. Someone trapped them and neutered and spayed them all, so over the course of like 3 years, the cat population dwindled down, and now there's very few stray cats running around. But the first 5 years I lived here, every spring you'd have a whole new batch of kittens. And then sometimes in the middle of winter. But yeah, it was fucked up. Could have cleaned the glass again. Pigpen. Full throttle, what's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping in, man. That's Pigpen. He's the star of the whole shebang over here. Oh, intake sponge. Well, everything's okay for me, TK. Is everything okay for you, buddy? No. Trying to rip the root out. Or is that a piece of stem? That's a piece of stem. Go ahead. I'll pull it out once you rip it apart. Yeah. I think Moonstar is right. I gotta get that Jason Voorhees aquarium decoration so we can use it like a fucking punching bag. But yeah, he just tried pulling that root off. It's slowly drifting back to where it was when he grabbed it. Swimming around like a badass, like that thing fucking owes him money. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch him doing it. I generally don't. But maybe. The damn glare. And I'm not far enough over. There we go. Maybe. Do that. Yep. See? Eh? He tries to rip it out. And then he's looking at me like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'll go back and do it again. Maybe. Not really. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right, Natasha. Sweet dreams, sweetie. Have a good night. Yeah, no problem, man. If you want to check somebody out, it's easier that way. Everybody's cool that comes here. They got a moderator. I watched the video earlier, TK. Okay, Matthew. Well, I usually quit around 9 and then go pick up my girlfriend, and depends if she wants to watch a movie or not. Whether or not I scroll around Facebook or YouTube. You gonna grab more roots and tear them out, buddy? No, because I'm watching. Oh, because everyone's watching. You gotta keep up appearances for your public. All right, bud. That's awesome, TK. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I only found out like I don't know, a few months ago that slot car racing is still pretty big in a lot of places. I knew uh, few people I went to school with that race slot cars like that, like the legit ones. You getting mad at the camera? The three little weird eyeballs looking at you. I could stop the glare, which I could kind of a little bit. It's not terrible. Still glare there too. Get her, boy. Hi, Rebel Rose. Feeling a little destructive right now, I guess. I appreciate it. Damn. Got a little greedy. Need a little water. All right, Matthew. We'll be here, bud. For another hour anyway. Thereabout. Yeah, roughly. I think she might have already left, TK. She was just stopping in to show some love and say hello. Yeah, TK, you can only get more popular, buddy. Yeah, she just had some storm damage. I think it was on her road. Fucking water pushed the culverts up and took the took the blacktop with it. Like heaved it right up out of the ground. Must have got under it with some force and just pushed. But goddamn. Oh, you tacking the phone? I was gonna flip the camera and turn the screen so you could read the comments, Pigpen, but I didn't want you fighting with your fucking image on the phone. Yeah, yeah. I said I would make an effort to do it, so you're picking on the bamboo? Oh, I definitely have to. I usually look around and see if anybody cool is live, and if they are, I'll go there. But people do tend to miss the fish. I gotta get a fucking tripod or something I could do maintenance while I'm live and at least be more on a regular fucking basis. You're looking at it there, dude. All right, Carly. Have a good night. It's good to see you too. And he's preoccupied. I think with his reflection again. The goddamn clear spot didn't cover over yet. Yo, Colt, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back, Matthew. Oh, shit. No, there's a... There's a little food in there. It's getting moved. Come on. I think Carly's split, Matthew. I don't know though. She might still be hanging out for a minute. Christ's sake. Nice. That was a good shot, Pigpen. A little bit of a temper tantrum. You are an oddball sometimes, Pigpen. Yeah, yeah, and about, well, it's about 20 minutes. It'll be 9 o'clock. I leave around 20 after 9, so usually around 9, 9:15. Yeah, another half an hour roughly. What do you need? Cool, cat did move. Hi, BB. How are you tonight, sweetie? Seriously? Oh, I'm good. I can't complain. Yeah, he's been tearing up plant roots and mean mugging the the camera lens on the phone. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, not the glare that way. But I figure since everybody's been asking how Pigpen is, and it has been a while. Yeah, I gotta get a tripod or something. I could do like maintenance live. I could just set it up somewhere and where I could see it. And you guys can see what's going on. I just gotta get off my ass and do it. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to just be Pigpen. There's a lot of overgrowth on the tank downstairs. I could fucking do that live. The maintenance on that, the trimming it back. Uh, I could do that with that tank because there's a lot of maintenance I need to do cleaning stuff up in there. Yeah, I mean, the majority of the work really is the water changing and keeping stuff off the floor of the tank. Yeah, just the cleaning up. You can see it before I start, and then see what it looks like after, during and after too. You know, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, I got what you meant. But I have a small, like a nano tank uh, siphon to vacuum gravel, and I go over it with that quick first, and then I go over it with the big one. And it seems to do a pretty good job. And I get quite a bit with the small one because it's a narrower diameter hose, so it doesn't pull as much water out uh, as fast. So uh, that's been pretty good. I'm still debating whether or not I should change it out to just regular sand with no pebbles in it. Uh, but yeah, the other ones at this point, it's just keeping up on the glass, keeping the glass clean. I got a big wad of fucking Java moss in the 40 gallon uh, that had some algae all over it. Still does. Um, I gotta clean the 20 gallon out and thin out the plants in that. So I was thinking about just taking it and putting it in the 20 gallon and letting the algae finish dying off, and that'll give light to more plants in the 40 gallon, and then I can trim up some of these plants and put them in the 22 after I thin it out. But that's just growing plants and bladder snails right now. Just hoping to grow like a bunch of big ones so I could take and just throw them in for the assassin snails. Um, yeah, let me see if I can. I should be able to see one right there. Yeah, there's one. There's another. Yeah, there's a couple of them down there. But I got plants from a YouTuber that has an aquarium shop, and he sells online too. And he warns in all of his videos on YouTube that you should do. He tells you how to do it, how to clean the plants so you get the snails off, because there are going to be snails. He tells you that right off the bat. But I was like, it doesn't matter. I don't mind some snails. But I underestimated how fast they reproduce. So in the 70 gallon downstairs, I had a bad infestation. But those little pointy striped snails right there called assassin snails, and they eat other snails. I had 6 or 7. I got 7 for each tank. I ordered a dozen, but they sent 14 in case a couple died. So I got 14. I put 7 in this in the 40 because that was pretty bad too. But the one downstairs, the 70, was terrible. And I put 7 in that one. Within 3 months, it was noticeably less pond snails, less little black round snails. And then within 6 months, it was a pretty healthy amount in there, but there wasn't too many. The water was better, the algae was less, there's less stuff pooping in there. But then, because they had a lot of food, and the babies stay buried in the sand for a while, so you don't really know that they're there until they come out. Then they like overpopulated. But they will self-regulate too. Like they'll cannibalize other assassin snails. But I want to make sure that they don't overdo it. So I'm trying to grow some snails in there. I could just dump in every now and then. The assassins, no, they just eat, I mean, they'll sift through the sand for whatever they like, but they do burrow. But they'll eat, I think they eat baby shrimp. If you have shrimp, you probably don't want to use assassin snails for, to get rid of your pest snails. Other small things that they can catch and eat that live in a fish tank. But mostly other snails. And most things that people think are eating the crap off the bottom are eating like uneaten pieces of food, and they're just stirring the crap and stuff up, which is good because it moves it gets it to move with the water toward the filter, so it's less vacuuming you got to do. I mean, I'm sure there are some snails that eat the crap, but I know there are organisms that live in the fish tank that will eat the crap. Some of it anyway. Start to break it down, and the fish and whatever else will eat them too. If they see them, catch them. But I got pretty good flow, and everything but this one. This one definitely could use some improved flow. Don't know if I should just put a little wave maker pump in there. Just to push stuff toward the intakes. Yeah, it's watching a lot of YouTube and then seeing it happen in the fish tank, you know? But yeah, there's not a lot of that because I don't have dirt in the bottom of this. It's not planted real heavy with real plants. Uh, yeah, I was trying to keep him in frame when I started, when people first started coming in. But he was just doing circles, so I'd have to move every like 3 or 4 seconds to keep him in frame. It was like he knows people want to see him, but he's not going to make it easy for me to show him. Yeah, it's weird how expressive he is for a fish. Like, sometimes he looks like he wishes he had hands and he could get out of the tank. He's like, I'll come out there and fuck you up, dude. Depends on his mood, really. But he seems to be a little bit pissy today. Probably because I haven't had the phone on him in a while. I was talking to Pac and Queen and James on FaceTime the other day, and the camera was facing this way, but the phone was leaning like it is now, and he kept swimming over and like looking at it like it was on. And I kept laughing, and they're like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, the fish thinks he's on a live stream. But yeah, I caught him a couple times trying to rip the roots off of these plants here on camera today. And he didn't care either. Usually if you're filming him, he won't do it. He'll wait till I put it down and it's looking that way, and then he'll go fucking do it. And by the time I grab the phone, he let it go. He's like, you're not documenting me being an asshole. But yeah, he's funny. Sometimes he'll act uh, like he's hungry when I walk by, or I'll stop and look in there to see if the tank needs a little cleaning or whatever. And he'll start acting like he's hungry, and I'll throw like 4, maybe 6 pellets in there. And this is a couple hours after he ate already. He ate maybe 10 pellets, and he'll grab 2 and eat them, and then he'll grab 1 or 2 more and start chewing them up and swim back to the center of the tank and look at me and spit it out. Like, he'll make sure to look right at me and then just spit it out. Then he'll go grab whatever's left, and he'll chew it up and he'll spit that out too. I'm like, you motherfucker. So the other day I started giving them just 1 or 2 at a time. when he acted like that. So he would eat two, and I would be like, okay, throw another one in there. And if he ate that, then I would throw another one in there. But yeah, after like three or four, he would just chew it up, look at me, and spit it out. Fucking. Sometimes he'll act like that and not even, he'll just take it and then spit it out. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. That's why I started doing just one or two. I'm gonna try the different color bag. Same company. Uh, it's cichlid food. It's big cichlid food. It says it's for growth. I don't know. The stuff I feed them now is for color. But it's a green pellet instead of red. I don't know if they'll eat it. It should be, probably taste the fucking same. Wouldn't doubt if it's the same in everything but color. Yeah, now get in there and clean it up. I gotta get out with my boy and find a suitable piece of driftwood. I'd like to replace the rock caves with a flat, wide, long piece of driftwood. And make it so that shit can be cleaned up from underneath, because like every couple of times I'll lift the rocks up, and they're not usually bad, but there's always something. It's always gross, so I'd like something that can just be propped up on one end and propped up on the other and just sit there and provide hiding space for the catfish, but flow through it so stuff doesn't get caught up. Yeah, and I'll probably do it out by his house. That's out in the sticks. Or if I go out to like up into the Catskills. Around here it's kind of nasty. I don't know if I would trust it. I mean, there are some spots, but I'm going to have to clean it either way, but I definitely wouldn't use anything that's been sitting in the Hudson. Alright, I think I'm back. I would just hose it off, use a brush, probably two, to help, because I don't have a pressure washer. And then probably just bake it. I think it's at like 200 or something like that for an hour or so, just to make sure anything that might be living in it isn't living anymore. Generally they'll come out, but I'll probably soak it too. But it would have to be like 3 feet long, like 6 inches wide, like, I don't know, like a half fucking, like, half a hollow would be nice. But we'll see. I mean, I could modify it. I have tools if I need to split something. But yeah, there's no, like, I wouldn't want to like soak it in bleach or anything like that. But there's stuff you can use that well, methods. Boiling water is one of them. I would have to start a fire outside and get a big kettle But yeah, no chemicals. You want to stay away from chemicals as often as possible when cleaning stuff, rocks, wood, shit like that. But yeah, I mean, all the rocks that are in here came from outside. I just had an old pot and boiled them. That was part of a. It was basically there was a piece of driftwood screwed to that for a reptile, and it was really gross and nasty with reptile poop. So I just took it off. I was gonna put a different piece on there, try to clean the wood, but I decided I didn't want to fuck with it, and I just kept it around just in case. And it's been in snake cages and lizard cages, but I cleaned that up the same way. The white rocks, though, I did buy them in a bag for a project around the house. To fill in a hole, basically, and then cover it with dirt. Just filler. But what was left, I picked through the bigger ones because I didn't need them, and I kept the bigger ones for the fish tank. But they were kind of chalky. I had to wash them a lot. I scrubbed the shit out of them like 5 times, I think. And then I boiled them and scrubbed them one more time just to make sure. Well, I gotta run, BB. I gotta go pick up Allie. Thanks for coming in, whoever's still here. Pigpen says goodnight. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Catch you next time.